I had a horrible morning today. Okay, I get off the bus at Katima in Namibia, and basically the guy's like sorting people out to go to Kasane in Botswana. So I go with them, and then this Egyptian guy off my bus jumps in the car with me, and then another guy from Namibia or Botswana, I mean, who knows. And so the guy's like, oh, we need another person or to go to Kasane. And so he just drives around, seems to find where the bus are dropping other people off. So he drops us off in a car spot. The Egyptian guy is bothering me to pester him to apply for a visa. Now, I knew that Egyptian people needed a visa, but I literally didn't think that I'd have to be going online and trying to pay 300 pula while I'm still in Namibia for this guy's visa. Like literally, if I was an Egyptian citizen and I wanted to travel in Africa, I would sort my visas out before I leave Egypt. Seriously, just some people are just so stupid. So after waiting a whole hour, I would just walk to the taxi saying, I am sick and tired of waiting for this. I said all the nasty names you could say under the sun. Nothing too bad to push the stereotypes. And literally I just walked away, and then 2 minutes later, a car pulled up and he was going to Kasane, and there's only two other people in the car. And I thought, great, I don't have to wait around for this BS, because in Africa, you have to wait for cars to fill up. That's fair enough. If the guy says, oh, we're going to leave at 10 o'clock, don't trust him, because you might not always leave at 10. I've been spending a lot of time in those taxi stations in South Africa just waiting for these vans to fill up. But I was really glad that I got into a shared taxi to Kasane. I paid only 150 Namibian dollars or 150 rand, and I got to Kasane today. But then the horrible thing that happened next was literally my accommodation is based on this little grid, which you look at on the Google Maps. I was walking through a field, and then I actually ended up on somebody's property, and I was walking like a whole hectare, following an electric fence. I'm like, Lord, please do not let my bags touch this electric fence, because I'm gonna get zapped. And then there were other horrible hazards I had to deal with, such as like prickly things. Like there was a tree that pricked to the side of my leg and all. And I was like pulling on my pants, and I was pulling on my shirt, and I got a lot of thorns in my leg and a lot of thorns in my hand. So I thought, okay, I'm not gonna bleed to death. Literally, these cloths are gonna absorb it. I'll clean myself up. I finally get to my accommodation, and the worst thing was I am too tall. I actually bang my head when I'm leaving my room in a nice little lodge in Kasane. And then the next horrible thing is basically my lodge is way out of town. I don't have any Botswana currency because it's hard to get outside of the country. There was nobody on either side of the border wanting to exchange currencies, which I thought was a bit dumb, because when you're crossing an international border, there's always going to be people wanting to sell you SIM cards, wanting to swap money and such, but there was none of that here. So tomorrow I'm just looking forward to getting out of Botswana early and getting into Zambia.